Hey artists, welcome to your first proportion warm-up. It's a principle of design, and what we're going to do is we're going to use this simple layout of four shapes to help us make things to scale. And what that means is we want the rectangle and the big circle and the small circle and the star, even though we might make them smaller as we draw them, we want them to be the same scale. So the big circle needs to be the biggest, the rectangle the second, the star the third, and the small circle the fourth. So I'm starting out here with this big circle, and as you can see, it's much smaller than what you see on your screen. And I'm trying to just make a pretty good circle. It doesn't really matter if it's perfect. Just try to make a good circle. And next we're going to move on to this rectangle. We're trying to line it up, put it in the same place at the same angle as what we see in this picture. So think about the center of that big square, the edge rather of that big circle. And see how I'm lining it up? I'm using an imaginary line. So I'm kind of trying to figure out exactly how far it goes past the top edge of the circle. Just really thinking about getting those proportions, which is the scale, one thing compared to the other, to get them right. And while it's not going to be perfect, I'm trying to get it as close as I can. I think that's rectangle is just a little too short, so I added some onto it. This is where looking over and over again comes really important part of your doing art. So we got the small circle there. Now we're going to put that star on there. And you can see how the top and left side of the star touch the bigger circle. So that's what I'm trying to show there. And stars aren't easy to draw, so your star might look a little wonky, but don't worry about it. Just try to get the scale of it relatively the same. So there you go. I think that's pretty good. You can see how the big circle is the biggest thing. The rectangle is next. The star is just slightly bigger than that smaller circle. So I think I did a pretty good job. You guys do the same. You can color these if you want, but you really don't have to. I'm more interested in that idea of scale and proportion. So until tomorrow, that's all I've got for you. Happy drawing.